understand.
Weather call keep acting all weird.
Oh, weird. Oh, today was a cold. I don't know where that word came from. Yeah, I don't know where that word came from. Cold day, man. It was like a doomy, gloomy day, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it. See how it's like taking a long time for me to like to get fired up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like it. June gloom. It's like in March. In March. It was straight business. It's the big Zah. Straight pimping. There's noodles with Popeyes and chicken. That stuck on me.
You're gonna be 1 in the morning.
I know, right? Roll over. This big Zah.
Angela, what's going
what's
on?
going on?
What
you
up,
doing?
Angelo? What up, Isu Swaggy?
What's good? What's good?
Up, baby? We are here on this wild Wednesday.
West Coast Wednesday.
West Coast Wednesday in the building. Free agency still in effect. It has been slow on the front. It's just nothing but rumors right now of who we might sign. We still haven't signed J.K. Dobbins back. We still haven't brought Keenan Allen back. Hell, we haven't even signed DJ Chalk back. Like, we are just in a holding pattern, chilling, paying for the draft.
Angela says trying to
Trying
go
to
to the
go to the
draft party. And what
You
come
pulling
on?
up? Pull up to the draft party because we're going to be in full effect April 24th, La Vida Cantina, Costa Mesa, California at 4 p.m. Electric Avenue is hosting a draft party, and Lightning Strike Podcast will be live in effect. There will be food, drinks. You got to pay for it. Live DJ, that's free. They're going to have gifts, giveaways. It's gonna be a party. So come party with your people, bro. We're gonna be out there full effect. Come turn up with us. Come turn up with your boat fam, Electric Avenue fam, like just your fam and period. Come have fun, man. This is what it's all about. Show love for your team, be amongst like-minded people, and we get to have fun. And we'll be there. And you get to pull up with us. Come have a seat. Come chop it up with us. We're gonna be live, baby. Come be with us. In effect. What's up, Russell? Shout out Russell, man.
It's gonna be a good time,
Curtis,
bro.
I'm with it, bro. I'm with Keenan coming in and offering his veteran advice to the wide receiver locker room. I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for having him at the right price. Everything has the right price. I still think he has 2 years left in his tank to be effective, and I still think he can be effective and contribute to a team, especially going down. I would love to have him as a piece in the locker room and a depth piece. Because as you go on, things happen in the season, right? So, and sometimes he could be a matchup. He could be a matchup piece. He could create mismatches for teams. You know what I'm saying? He's at that age where you can put him in the game plan because you got a mismatch. So I didn't see what Ray said. Sam, what did Ray say? No, I don't think they're trading for Ajuk. That's too much money to bring in Ajuk. I think.
And he was hurt as well.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit too high for Joe wants. I think Joe would rather build someone through the draft than pay a free agent. They're saying that Chargers we always link to a proposed trade deal with people because we got the cap space. We want to know a few teams that got the cap space. He probably end up with the Patriots. Do we need the receiver? Yes, we need a receiver, but it's the fact of how much we're going to give up on the guy that's hurt. I mean, he produces, but he got a 4-year, $120 million cap. Yeah, that's a lot of money, bro. And there's a reason why they got him on the trade block, right? We don't know the ins and outs of it. I'm telling you, get more pieces. They've shown, the Chargers have shown that they're going to be tight with the purse and they're going to spread the money out, get more pieces, add more depth via free agency than tied up with one person. I think if they're going to tie it up with one person, it's going to be somebody that they raise in the organization and they groom, like a Jay Herbert, a Dorian James, a Rashawn Slater, future looking down the road, Joe Alt. I think that's where the money's going to be tied up with somebody that they brought into the organization, they raised in the organization, whereas they're not going to go spend for somebody else overspending. Because if he's worth the money, why isn't the 49ers keeping it? They gave him the money, why they not keeping him?
And they just gave him the money.
Yeah. So you don't see, is he not valuable to you anymore? Or you seeing something that I'm not seeing? Like, come on. Antenna's got to go up when something like that happens.
And he coming off a significant injury too, so.
Yeah, if you gave somebody $120 million, you've seen a lot of value in them. If you gave them that much money, and then now you're willing to part ways with them, that should raise up a red flag for me. I'm with you. I say if we're gonna bring receivers in, we go. I'm happy with bringing Allen in, or we go in the draft and fill up the rest of the room with some young talent.
And we got plenty of options.
Richard, I say I'm down with edge or tight end in the first round. D tackle, edge, tight end, or receiver in the first round. I wouldn't mind guard, but I think that we can still get the guards available in the second round. Yeah. But did you see that video I just sent you about Mason Taylor? He ran a 4.6 at his combine, bench press 28. That's like top 3 among tight ends. And he got the film to prove it. Great route runner, great blocker.
Crazy at the pro day.
Got the clutch gene. He made some big catches when they needed him to. Pressure's all on him in rivalry games. When they needed a third down, they threw it up to Mason, and he went and got it. Sport, you would bring Keenan in. He would become a possession receiver. What you call a possession receiver when you need the short downs, you need the for sure catches. That's where he would come in. He would play a pivotal role in your third down and short situations.
Short.
It would be key, and inside the 20, he would be key. So you can bring him in on the package like that because he's going to get the separation and space needed to get that first down. Where QJ struggled with that mightily. They need to play Allen like they played Bosa. I can see that. They're all good. To me, like, they're all good. Mason Taylor's looking like a second rounder. He's looking like a second rounder. He got great film, and had a good workout. He's a steal in the second round. For sure. No, we didn't get Allen back yet, bro. I'm just somebody asked the question, if Allen comes back, what would that look like? So that's what that would look like. I think he come down in the third down package, your short yardage, and your guy inside the 20. We got Dave over here. What up, Dave? Dave say
what's going
on Facebook, Dave say Slater extension soon for sure. He said Herbert was so good with a number 1 tight end. He made Will Disley look like a Pro Bowler. Same with Everett and Jared Cook. True that. I would love for him to get a top tight end target, more receiver type tight end. So I wouldn't be mad if they got a tight end in the first round, if they got Colston Loveland in the first round, or if they got an edge and you backdoor with Mason Taylor in the second round.
Decisions. Boys just got move on top of move.
Mike, I think Conklin is serviceable. He's a serviceable tight end. He ain't gonna blow you out the water. We ain't going down there building the game plan where we just gonna ride the game with Conklin. He's a serviceable tight end. I think his hands are better than Will Disley. His route running is better than Will Disley. So I think he contributes more to the passing game than Will does. He said he got a Bosa jersey.
I just bought a Bosa jersey for $50.
Hey, that's a deal, bro. Shit, you can still wear that to the game.
Yeah, and still rock it. Still be in the tailgate, super lit.
Yeah. Conklin ain't bad. I'm just thinking, like, I honestly, man, I've been wrestling with this, going back and forth, bro, of who we should get in the first round. It's just, it makes so much sense for a tight end. It makes so much sense for a D tackle. It makes so much sense for an edge. It makes so much sense for a receiver because there's a need for all of them. Now it's a matter of who falls to us at that spot. What name is on that list at that spot? I think, Logan, I do think there's a need for JK. I like JK because JK garnered 900 and something yards behind a ragtag offensive line for your offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
So if he was able to do that, just think with the blockers that we have now, the line that they are building now, I think he would go for 1,500 yards behind that line. So I think the money comes down to it because he had a great season. So he's looking at his money and he wants his money, rightfully so. I can't tell a man not to go get what you feel your value is, but then there's also the true value or what the teams are going to pay you. So that's what you have to fight with. In your injury history, you did end up missing 4 games. So you have to you have to factor that in.
Who we got here?
What up,
Logan?
Logan?
What's up? What's going on?
Not much.
Not much.
Hey, I was just scrolling through TikTok, saw you guys talking. I'm guessing you guys are Chargers fans, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Hey, I just got a quick question, but I'll pop out. Hey, I'm a big Steelers fan, right? And how do y'all feel about Najee?
I
Looking forward to it.
Say what?
I said we looking forward to it.
I think he.
Hey, man.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, hey, all I'm gonna say is to y'all is that I don't know if it was us or what, but we were all hoping he was gonna be like the next big thing. You know what I mean? I was so excited. I mean, I backed him his whole 4 years here. You know, yeah, he was 1,000-yard rusher every year, but here's the thing: is that if you actually watched him like us Steelers fans every game, he missed so many holes that could have changed the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like over the 4 years. If he can change that for y'all, good for him. If Harbaugh can help him elevate his game more, I mean, that'd be great. I don't know if it was just the O-line here in Pittsburgh that he just couldn't get going, I guess, because 3.8 yards average running is not good as a running back.
Yeah. And I don't think we brought him in to be the savior of the franchise. I think we brought him in to bridge a gap, right? And fill a need. I think his value is going to come with his pass catching ability with us.
Well, and I agree with you because I feel like the Steelers undervalued that, and they didn't use it as not enough. And I mean, they used it with Jalen Warren because Jalen Warren, man, he just running straight up north south and just gets up. Najee actually is better in the outside catching the balls. You know what I mean? Yeah. Down on the flat.
Yep.
So I don't know why and I was always mad that the Steelers never really utilized him like that. And I was always yelling, like, what, like, I don't know. I just want to get you guys' opinions on him, see how you guys thought about it.
Yeah, I definitely.
And we also had Gus Edwards. I think that's
you guys. Oh yeah, Gus Edwards. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a upgrade in my mind.
Well, you guys had Dobbins too, right?
Yeah,
but he was always hurt.
Well, he got hurt. He did good this year. He got hurt at the end of the year. He went down for like 4 games, I think. He was.
I don't know what I was reading the other day, but they were saying that the Steelers are going to look to bring him in just for an interview to see if he would come in here, like trade for Najee for Dobbins.
He's definitely serviceable. I just think right now, I think he wants a long-term deal because of his injury history. Think about it. Injury history. I took a chance on a 1-year deal. I did get hurt, but it wasn't significant. I was able to come back. I think going forward, I would want a 3-year deal. So I have a guarantee. So I can get a check and a job. So I think that they're not matching or meeting up with that. I think that the Chargers probably were like, hey, here's a 2-year deal, maybe, with a lot of incentives. And he was like, nah, I'd rather a 3-year, some guarantees in there for myself because I've proved, he proved that he's worthy. He proved that he's something.
I agree. Listen, before he got drafted to the Ravens, I was screaming for the Steelers to get him because I wanted him so bad.
Yeah.
Because that was at the time when we didn't have a running back for years. We had James Conner, but he wasn't really hitting the holes like Najee was.
Yeah.
And I don't know. If he comes to Pittsburgh, I mean, I'm optimistic. That's all I'm going to say. But
Dave said this, sure. Hey, I want to give a quick shout out to Boat Fan, man, for pulling up to the store last night and copping some merch, bro. Really appreciate you on that, bro. Yes, Fan Night 79, bro. Shout out to you, bro, for showing love to us, man. He copped the Respect J Herbo shirt. Appreciate you.
So, sorry about that, guys.
No, you good, bro.
Hey, all right. So, you know, I enjoy talking to you guys. You guys are every other podcast people I join into, they start getting on my back because I'm a Steelers fan. Everybody hates Steelers fans.
You're not a Eagles or Cowboys fan, so you're tolerable.
Yeah, you didn't make the top 5.
Hey, you mean the Cowgirl?
You're tolerable.
We had an episode about fan bases already.
Just the only thing that I get on Steelers fans about are you have a Hall of Fame coach and y'all just want to get rid of him. You know how hard it is to win in the NFL and win consistently? Like win.
Listen, I agree with you. I agree. But you have to understand, coming from a Steelers fan, that we don't want to be, and I brought this up with a bunch of other people too that aren't Steelers fans, and they all agreed with me, is that, but let me give you this scenario. Would you rather go to win Super Bowl 1 year, be bad for 2 years, and then go back and win it? Or would you rather be in the same position every single year for 10 years in a row, knowing what's exactly going to happen every year, being one and done?
I would say that's a tricky question, man, because
I know.
Because he probably won't make it. He can win that Super Bowl, and if he sucked, like you see what Eagles did to their coach, right? He won the Super Bowl. He stunk it up. And they shipped him off to Jacksonville. So a lot of coaches don't get that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and another reason why I say that is that the team we had
Mhm.
from 2015 to 2018, I always said any other coach in the NFL would have took that offense to at least one Super Bowl.
You had Big Ben, bro. Big Ben was your problem. Y'all held on to Ben Roethlisberger way too long.
Oh no, I agree.
Way
I
too
agree.
long. That's why
I felt like he should have been gone in 2020, and we should have started looking for a draft.
That's why y'all at where y'all at because of him. Because y'all held on to him too long. He tore that team apart. He tore that team apart before he left.
I agree because the two back, I think it was back-to-back years. The first time it was when Lamar got drafted. I wanted them to draft Lamar. They drafted Terrell Edmonds. And then the second year after that, I wanted them to draft Jalen Hurts in the second round, and they drafted Chase Claypool.
They didn't want to.
They had the opportunity to do it, and I agree with you that they put so much stress in the Ben that they screwed themselves and are going to be crap for so long. So that's why I say, why having Tomlin here? What is he going to accomplish when there's nothing going to get done with a quarterback? Why didn't we sign Fields to that 2-3 year contract? Because Fields, and I said this, that those 5 games we lost at the end of the season, if you put Fields in those games, we win 3 of those. So you can't tell me that Fields was not a better quarterback than Russell at that time. I put that all on Tomlin because he doesn't want to eat his own words.
Yeah.
And that coming from a Steelers fan, that's why I don't want him here, because he just won't get out of his own way, and it's just dragging the team down.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, them coaches, when you change coaches, you don't hit the lottery every time, man. And then I'm just saying.
But hey, all I'm gonna say is that the Steelers have only had 3 head coaches in the last 60-some years. So
You have it.
And y'all are one of the most winningest franchises in it. So you got to take that too. You got to take that into consideration and hold on to it. It's not easy. Like, people got to get out. Like, it's not easy to do what the Patriots did. It's not easy to do what the Chiefs did. And it all comes to an end. It all comes to an end. The Patriots had that run, and they probably won't be back in the playoffs for a long time.
Yeah.
For a long time. Like, we take for granted how hard it is to even make the postseason, let alone the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, I agree. But another thing, too, that most people are putting those Super Bowl runs that Tomlin had, the win and the loss against the Packers, on his record, even though that was with Cowher's team, not his. And you go down the line, you look at the teams he had, the furthest we got was the conference championship in, I think it was 2017 or 2016, I can't remember. And even though Le'Veon tore his ACL in that game or was out in the first quarter, that you still had Antonio Brown and Ben Roethlisberger out there. Antonio Brown at that time was honestly above and beyond any receiver in the NFL. Am I wrong?
You're right.
But anyways, enough about Steelers fan. I know you guys are starting this podcast.
I know words, man. Appreciate the tapping in, though, man.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, I'll give you guys a follow. I like talking sports all the time, man. So
appreciate you, man.
Whenever I see you guys, I'll hop in.
All right.
For sure.
All right, buddy. See you guys.
No, man. Now we win in the division. We're gonna win in the division this year, man. We're gonna beat the Chiefs. We're gonna beat the Chiefs, man. We're gonna beat the Chiefs. What up,
Line Scout?
What up?
Happening?
What's up?
What up, man?
What's good?
He whispering in my ear.
So what you guys talking? Just Chargers football, or
Yeah, we talking Chargers football.
how you guys feel
try
about
to anyway.
You becoming a Chargers fan? You becoming a Chargers fan, huh? I feel it.
I'm from LA, so I don't.
So
I
yes,
represent LA.
So you
I'm not a
representing the
fan.
Chargers.
I'm not a fan of nobody.
After you come
I'm an
to
NFL fan.
all right, do this. And
you gotta jump you in.
Yeah, we gotta when the first home game, come to the pink lot, come to Electric Avenue, and we're gonna jump you in. All right?
Pink lot.
We're gonna give you the
put on the set.
We jumping you in. We're gonna put you down with the game. We're gonna put you down. You come first home game. I guarantee you're gonna be a Charger fan. We're gonna put a jersey on you, give you a towel, and we're gonna teleport you into the stadium. You're gonna be like, bro, that's all right with me, dog. I'm a Charger fan now. You here?
Charger. How long y'all been Charger fan?
Man.
Forever.
A hardcore Charger fan? A hardcore Charger?
Yeah.
Been rooting for the Chargers since they've been in San Diego. Hardcore Charger fans these last couple of years.
So how y'all feel about year 2 with Harbaugh?
Man, I say 13 wins. I say 13 wins. No ma'am say 11. I say 13.
So my biggest issue is the offensive coordinator. I'm not a fan. I get it. That's Harbaugh's boy. When you get those new jobs, you're gonna bring the people you succeeded with. But I think he's the biggest barrier to the success. We seen it with Lamar when he was Lamar's OC. And I just want to see more creativity within the offense because you guys got the quarterback.
You preaching to the choir.
Mm-hmm.
You preaching to the choir. We've been on that. Greg Roman needs to evolve or go through the revolving doors. Like, it's stagnant. His offense is stagnant. Is an old traditional, old school style offense that we got too much talent on that roster not to exploit. You got guys like Darius Davis that you can use instead of just doing obvious jet sweeps. We obviously know when he gets in the game and he goes into motion, it's going to be a jet sweep. That's the only thing they run with him. He kind of got creative when they played the Patriots, where he used Ladd on the outside, ran some go routes with him, and they lit up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden, he just threw that playbook away and was like, no, we're just going to go traditional.
I think he has a position on the coaching staff, but I think he has to be limited to something like the run game coordinator. I think his run scheme is impeccable. I think it's very creative. And I obviously want to keep Herbert healthy, but you can use Herbert's legs a little bit so you can open up more play action.
Brody said that. You should have seen when Brody was watching Buffalo play. He said this is supposed to be how Jay Herbo plays, where they got called run plays for Jay Herbo. Because he can run. He's proven that he can run. Hell, in a different game, and it's not by design. It was just by poor interior offensive line play. But he said, man, we need to win this game. And he put the team on his back and he took off. He got like two big first downs on key drives.
I'm also disappointed to see, and I get it because that's Harbaugh's identity, but I'm disappointed to see the Najee signing. I'm not a fan of it because I just don't think Najee is an efficient runner. He hasn't been for a while. Now I understand wanting to get a guy in and be a physical dimension to your team, but I would much rather see you guys go younger in the draft and draft one. There's so many good running backs, and I don't know how much money you guys gave Najee. Past that, he could catch it. But yeah, no, I was just like, I'm not. But I get it. Like I said, it coincides with the identity of the team. Harbaugh wants to be a physical team, so I get it. But I would love to see the Chargers draft Omarion Hampton from North Carolina. There's a couple
think that's still
running
a
backs.
very much real possibility. Not so much Amari, but I think we still get a running back.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get a running back. I think with the rush not to sign J.K. Dobbins, with the rush not to sign any of the other free agent running backs, I think that we do go get a guy. We're probably gonna pull a running back by either 1 through 3, rounds 1 through 3. I do think that they're gonna pull that off.
I think every team should draft one. There's so many good running backs in this year's draft. I think you damn near should take 2.
And Dave on Facebook is right. Dave said Herbert getting hurt last year, they had to tweak the game plan. They did. And it wasn't his own, it's just that interior line was getting him killed. Man. They was destroying him, man.
My boy was on a bad wheel like week 3.
He hiked him, he would drop back and 3 people be in his face. So
yeah, it's tough. I can't remember the guard the Chargers drafted a couple years ago. I think he went to Boston College. He hasn't really panned out. I think his last name Johnson.
Zion. You're talking about Zion.
Zion, yeah. Yeah, he hasn't necessarily worked out. But the tackle.
Man, it sounds like you a fan already.
See, yeah.
No, I'm just a fan of football. I know
we got a lot of draft with your name on it.
Nah. I don't, like I said, I represent the Chargers. My family has season tickets, so I'll pop in SoFi every, at least once or twice throughout the year.
But have you been to the tailgate? Have you been to the tailgate?
I haven't. I'm actually ashamed. I want to go to a tailgate.
Bro, you got to come there. Hey, pull up on us in Electric Avenue, bro. We're going to have food. We're going to have drink. We're going to have music. And we're going to be going live inside Electric Avenue at the tailgate.
Electric Avenue. I'm not doing that.
Yes, bro.
Adolph going to be there.
Yes.
Bro going to be there.
Boat fan 79 gonna be there. Curtis say he's pulling up.
Hey, the Rams too. Y'all done mess around. Let the Rams just bounce back real quick now. Y'all had y'all chance to take over LA, and Rams ain't going away.
It remains to be seen.
Yeah, y'all don't think they got a better future right now as it stands than y'all? Better talent defensively. You got Puka, you got Kyron. They've rebuilt.
What is this better talent defensively based on what?
The defensive line. What you mean? Braden Fisk, Young.
Our defense was a top tier defense last year. Was the
I'm just
number one
saying
scoring defense.
their best players are all under 25 years old. It's only going, the trajectory is upward. Is all I'm saying.
So is ours.
So is ours.
No,
I was
I
as
agree.
young. I was as young.
I want to see more resources to the defense. The offense for the Chargers, you know, I think it'll always be efficient just because I think you have those two amazing tackles in Herbert, but I don't Derwin James, obviously you got Mac, but I just want to see a little bit, like, let's get some blue chip players on defense, you know?
I think we got him, bro.
Who is it?
You got Cam Hart. You got the Ranger. All our young boys is our target still. And these is all young boys. Tui.
Yeah, I like Tui. That's a SC boy. I just think it's hard in that AFC, especially y'all division. You gotta bring some
We
real
have one of
dogs.
the more harder divisions in the NFL.
The hardest, and now I'm excited to see what the Raiders do with Pete, because just coaching wise, you got some really respectable coaches in that division. A little older coaches, but they're all respectable. And I ain't forget Harbaugh and Pete got a little rivalry, so that's
Can't wait to see
fun.
it.
That's gonna be
you got to
fun.
pull up for that one for sure.
I gotta stay away from the Raider fans.
Got to pull up for that one for sure.
Yeah, I also see Asante Samuel. You guys ain't re-sign him. I like Asante. I was
too much
surprised.
money.
Yeah.
Too much money.
Not at the price.
Not the price.
I hear
When
you.
all the people I just named have such a big year.
He's still looking for work, so apparently that price is too high.
He's good, and I think he overvalued himself. But like that's him. I can't say he overvalued himself because that's his price. So we gotta respect his price. You just gotta be cognizant of the market.
So who you guys looking? Who you guys liking for them to draft this year? Who you guys got your eyes on?
Man, first round, like, definitely would love for them to draft. I'm happy with whoever they draft in the first round, to be honest with you. It's more the second and third round that I'm going to be more focused on, because the first round, you pretty much know who's who, right? You pretty much set on who's going in the first round. It's more of you hit more home runs in your second through seventh round, right?
Did you turn on your mic off?
Who, me?
Is my mic on? Can you hear me?
Oh, can y'all hear?
Yeah, I got you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you through my headphones, but I don't know if they can hear you on
Oh, he couldn't
There
hear
you
me.
go.
He couldn't hear me. My bad. No, so for me, I think with the draft, you really pretty much know who you're gonna get in the first round, right? Everybody know pretty much the first rounders who's gonna get picked, not necessarily where until it starts happening. I think where the meat of the draft comes from is the second through seventh round. That's where the real homework comes from, right? That's where your real steals and your deals come from. So I'm trying to figure out who we're gonna get in the second through seventh, right? The first round, I'm happy with a Coastin Loveland, right? Give Herbert more weapons. Like, if you look at the offense, like football, right? You want the splash, you want the target that makes the instant splash, right? So why not take the chance on getting a tight end who can help you light up the scoreboard? And then in the second through seventh round, now you add your defensive pieces and your other pieces that's going to contribute right away. Because
yeah, for sure, I agree. Especially with them old base offenses y'all gonna be in, you might as well get a tight end.
Yeah,
he's gonna be on the field more.
And I know the tight end room is like, they got Will Disley, big contract for his position, for his value. Conkley, and then people will be questioning why you draft another tight end, because that guy's going to be the future. Those guys are out of here. Conkley's on I think, 1 year? Did he come on a 1 year? And then Disley will have 1 year left after this year. So you think about it, man. You're going to make a splash. You're going to make a splash. Yep. Your first rounder, you want to hit a home run with and run a score up. Whereas, like, Rams were set. They had their receivers, so they could go draft the defensive lineman that was a game changer for them, So I think we're probably going to go on the offensive side of the ball, probably at tight end or receiver in the first round. Now, like, the more you look at it, the more you talk about it. I think they did their homework last year. They got a tackle, which was an instant success, right? So Loretta said Matthew Golden will be a Charger first round.
Go to the draft day party and let's see.
Yeah, I wouldn't. But love, I wouldn't be mad if they get Loveland or Golden in the first round. I would not be mad because that means you're gonna hype up that offensive line. And they can draft. They've shown that they can draft. So I trust what they're gonna do. I trust the decision, the trigger that they're gonna pull. We might look at it and put our hands on our head, but it's just like you put your hands on your head last year when they drafted Alt. But you see how that turned out. That's projecting down the line. That's willing to sacrifice this year's success for something more sturdy, for continued success. Like, yeah, the Malik Neighbors was a generational talent receiver, but you just got a left tackle that's going to probably be there for 15 years. A right tackle. So, and yes, and no, ma'am, Brock Bowers was an actual better pick, but look at this. Did he had success with the Raiders? The team didn't have success. We had success with Joe Alt, and Joe Alt had success as himself. So that's a win-win. We went from 5-12 to 11-6. I would take that. I would take that over Brock Bowers.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
need
some
what
of
I'm
these
saying?
some of these people don't realize how important the trenches are. Herbert's still getting his head beat in. That's not in spite of all, but you got to protect your quarterback. The receivers and all that, they'll always be there. But Joe, just as much as Neighbors is generational, Joe Walt is generational. He can play left or right, and now you have Slater. I mean, come on now, you got to build the trenches first.
Yep, and that's what I think. That's what they're doing. I think they're going to get some more pieces later in the draft to help shore up that offensive line for the future. I think they're going to continue to piece that by piece in the draft. They're going to probably get a good stud at interior this draft and maybe two, but one for sure. And then the following draft, get the other guy to complete their Daniels rings, right? So who knows? Becton might show out, and it might lead to a long-term deal.
You guys signed Becton, didn't you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see, the Eagles kicked him into guard and kind of revitalized his career. I mean, he fits the identity of Harbaugh, just big maulers. They're gonna run it. That's why I want to see a dynamic runner on that team. It's just because I know they're gonna commit to running, and it's just an easier way to kind of improve your offense. You could take a receiver and there's timing issues, or you worried about the OC getting them touches. You take a running back; he's on the field majority of the time, so. I'm sure they'll take a runner, but I just enjoy the fact that Harbaugh is getting his personality on the team. It's infectious. His identity. You can see that the front office is allowing him to implement that.
For sure.
But I ain't gonna
go ahead.
I was gonna say I ain't gonna hold y'all, too long.
What you think of Mason Taylor?
Mason Taylor, I can't. Who is that?
He's
that
LSU tight end.
I haven't watched, but the only tight ends I've watched is Loveland and Tyler Warren. But I'm not too familiar with Taylor. Do you like Loveland over Warren?
No, I like Loveland because he's gonna be where Warren's going first. He's gonna be the first tight end out the board. We got more of a realistic chance at getting Loveland. But the more the draft goes on, people position changes because of what they're picking up in free agency and new coaches they're hiring and everything. So I'm high on Mason Taylor because we probably could get him in the second round. Or I wouldn't be mad if they didn't get Colston Loveland, with the possibility of getting Mason Taylor in the second round. Because we know Broncos going to try to stake anything that we want anyway, right? We look forward to seeing you at the game this year, bro.
Electric Avenue, gang.
Electric Avenue, got you.
On the gang.
All righty, I'll catch y'all. Y'all enjoy the night.
Appreciate you for pulling in.
All right, bro.
Appreciate y'all.
Yep.
What up, 1993?
No, my boy be always tapping in.
You walk in with the ring. Hey, what up, Tom?
What's going on, y'all? What up?
What's good?
All right, listen. So I'm a Bolts fan, right? But all right, I live in North Carolina though, so I'm a long ways away. But I kind of want to get y'all's opinion on the first 3 rounds of the draft. And I don't know if I'm being immature when I think we need to go all offense and all skill positions the first 3 rounds. And I know it depends on who's there and draft value and whoever we got, up on the big board. But I'm thinking it needs to be like a Loveland first round, Travion Henderson second round, and then like a Kyle Williams or something receiver third round.
Kyle Williams.
He's a wideout. I think he's a sleeper. I just kind of want to get y'all's opinion on going all offense first 3 rounds.
I think you got to go the best available at the pick.
Okay, yeah.
I think you can't approach it from we gonna just take all offense.
Yeah, I think
If the offense is the best available pick there, then cool.
But we need some defense, man. We need
definitely.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So if a Mike Green is there at 22, is that just an automatic? Just take Mike Green over a Loveland or a Golden?
I think it's probably the direction that we want to go.
Okay.
I would say Golden.
That's what I think. But I if we're trying to build the trenches, or I know Mike Green's a beast, or anyone on the D line, and even like a Kenneth Grant. But
I like a Keenan Grant, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I love the.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
I didn't watch a lot of him, but I mean, if they take him, I'll trust it, and I'll trust you too, man. I bet he's a beast.
Yeah, he's a dog.
What do you guys feel about Travion Henderson, Ohio State running back?
It's solid.
Yeah.
I think again, it just depends on the pick, the round, and what of our immediate needs.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And kind of having the information, knowing what we doing with free agency.
Yep.
Because this front office, this organization is pretty tight-lipped on moves. So I'm sure there's still more moves to be made free agency-wise that we don't know about. So it remains to be seen.
Yeah. I want a big play guy to pair with Najee. You know what I mean? I like Kamani Vidal if he's gonna be, as like a second or third option. But if we can get one of a Travion or even Judkins, he's a little bit more of a power back. I think Travion would pair perfectly with Najee. But yeah, I don't know. I was trying to see where y'all's head was at with all that. So I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
All right, y'all. Be good, man. Go Bolts.
You too. Bolt up.
Got the draft going. Tiptoeing in my 6 rings.
Unbelievable.
What do we got? What guards do they got? Garen Dillinger, Miles Frazier. Who we go in the 3rd round, fellas? The Alabama rookie receiver. He say Zelba? Who was Zelba? We need that rent check.
Did we just win it at the buzzer?
For what?
Sure.
Oh, who they playing?
The Pacers.
Who shot it?
Ron.
We got Kenneth Grant 1st round, Mason Taylor 2nd round. Who we getting? Josiah Stewart?
Oh, he did get it all.
Brian at the buzzer?
Tip in.
Oh, they're going to be sick.
Yeah, it's super sick. And just like that, we up.
Okay, Scholar. Yeah, his the Pat McCaffrey thing was good.
McAfee?
Yeah, what I said. What I say?
Pat McCaffrey.
Pat, my bad.
Just done slaughtered my boy name.
I know, right?
Yeah, Adolph, it was. It was a good little interview.
Get our picks already. Let's see who we got. Kenneth Grant. Any receivers left on this board? He say Scatterboo. Scatterboo. We went and got Ollie Garden. No, Dave. I think he got a tip back. I like Tim Smith from Alabama. We got on the guest list.
They all watching you do this draft.
What they saying? No.
I can't tell you what Adolph.
I know.
He trying to get us fired.
I know. Did Kyra Lacey get drafted already? Who took Kyra Lacey? He had a good pro day today. He ran a 4.5, but I think his game speed he plays much faster. Yeah, somebody took Lacey, man. Who do we get with the 199th pick? What's a receiver? I'm gonna have to get me a fullback to see that all day. Lakers.
Yes, sir.
What's a good cornerback, man? Jalen Smith. I like Jalen Smith. Yeah, Dave do like Ollie Garden, man. He is a solid dude. I really do like him. Craig Woodson? I wonder if that's Rod Woodson's son or something. Who you got, Brody?
For what?
You ain't even look.
I'm looking at the screen right now.
Out of who is Mac? Let's see. Hey, what's that linebacker from? I think he was from Fresno, right?
Fresno State.
Yeah.
I can't even think of his name.
Who we going?
When I had the broken pinky or something like that.
I'm looking at him. I don't see him on the board. He must have been already got taken. He's not on the board. Let me see. Who took him? He already took the line. He must have went already.
He gone, cuz.
It went.
AK.
Anybody else? What's up, kid? Got Grant. This is who we got so far. Grant, Taylor, Smith, Lynn Smith at cornerback. We got 3 more picks. We're going to go get Shiloh Sanders. Y'all want to get Shiloh Sanders? Dion to be in the building. I think we need some more depth at.
So we're going to do the fantasy draft in person?
Y'all trying to, we can? What's up?
Where you at?
Yeah. Where y'all at? Who all in SoCal that would like to pull up and do a fantasy draft?
The inaugural Lightning Strike Podcast Fantasy League.
Let's do it.
Hosted by Nova himself. Say y'all can put your feet on his couch and everything.
You too. Hey, you have a good night. About to get up out of here. About to make these picks and get up out of here.
Make them picks and get up out of here.
Let me see.
Oh, fan, we trying to get it together.
That big kid from Wyoming.
We're trying to see where everybody's centrally located. Maybe we have to get a spot, get everybody to pull up.
Pull the hell up right now.
Hey, so we can come to his pad in Pasadena. To the Dina.
To the Dina?
We in Ventura County.
To the Dina?
Pull up to the Dina.
It's a boo-boo draft. Probably got like a D. Probably got a D for that draft.
It's because you didn't use the fans.
I know, right?
It's supposed to be.
They wasn't talking. They wasn't.
Team working, team building.
What?
So tomorrow we'll start the show with that.
We up in Ventura on Boat Fam. Shout out Boat Fam, bro. Appreciate you again for pulling up to the shop last night, man.
Showing love.
Showing love, getting some merch. Appreciate
Joe, you gonna join the fantasy league?
Go with that, man. Are you ready to get up out of here?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Go celebrate this Lakers win.
Ventura County, Simmer Valley. It's close. It's next to Simmer Valley. It's next to Simmer Valley. It's right there. It's like 30 minutes away. 30 minutes away, brother. On that note, man, we appreciate y'all for stopping in, man. Like always, bro, help us get the YouTube pop in. Hit us up, LSBoats15 on YouTube. Hit up the merch shop, www.lsboats15.com. Get ready for a good upcoming football season, starting with the draft at La Vida Cantina, 4 p.m., Costa Mesa, California. We will be in attendance. The event is hosted by Electric Avenue. We will be in attendance. So be there or be square, and then just get ready for training camp. We trying to pull up the training camp. We're trying to pull up to Brazil. We're going to be at all the home games, and we're going to be at a couple away games too. So we're going to be there. We're going to be there. I got to cut grass to be there.
If you got to cut grass.
Gotta cut grass. On that note, though, we out. I gotta go hit the gym so I can get some sleep. All right.
All right, y'all.
Appreciate y'all.